Hi, and welcome. My name is Jowo, and we're playing Vampire the Masquerade Swansong. So we decided that we don't need a status Walter Stanford. We need somebody, it's either her or the guy with the in the treasury. I understand it like that. I used a lot of old coins already. It was not much, so let's continue. Treasury.
There's a red implant. It might be the one I'm looking for.
Yeah.
There must be a way to get him out of here.
Observe.
This emblem has been severely burned.
Arcanum Crest. Paint on sculpted wood. A burnt emblem from one of the chapters of the Arcanum, a secret society dedicated to the study of supernatural creatures. May this be a reminder of the fact that in a world like ours, the study of arcane subjects puts our lives at risk. Ah. Treasury Department of the Boston Cynical Society of St. Leopold.
Florins that belong to former hunters. What do they hope to get out of them?
Who knows? Oh, you there. Abbe, Sens, Counselor, Tertiary, Novice. So we don't know the name. Still, it's still down. Doesn't help us. Hey, where? Oh, there she is. Hello.
Excuse me.
If you're looking for a little light reading, this is not the place.
I'm looking for something a little different.
Can I help you?
How can I speak to a person in charge?
The person in charge here. If I needed to talk to him, how would I go about doing it?
It's not easy. In general, Father Joseph doesn't leave the conservation area until he has finished his work. If he's restoring something, it can take a long time. He locks himself in with everything he needs, food and drink, and we don't see him again until he's done.
Okay, what about emergencies?
What happens if there's an emergency?
Look around you and ask yourself, what kind of emergency could there ever be in a museum or library?
So he doesn't come out.
That doesn't mean he can't be reached. He approves every request to borrow a book from the conservation area through a computer system.
So, if I request a book, he'll come and hand deliver it to me?
No, it's automatic. He'll just approve the request. His work is very important. We do everything we can not to interrupt him. I'd rather you not disturb him.
Yeah, okay. My work is more important. Oh, presence or rhetoric? Rhetoric. Oh no. Success 61. Die. Failure.
You have to admit it's unusual. I've rarely seen such extreme measures taken for a library. It's like being in a bank.
This is no ordinary library.
There's so much knowledge gathered here.
I see that we have collected a lot of things.
Yes, and it can be complicated to find your way around. What are you working on?
Interrogation methods, sunlight. Interrogation methods.
I'm researching interrogation methods.
I understand. It's not at all my specialty, but I recommend that you look at the works from the Middle Ages. The Spanish Inquisition was particularly effective in extracting confessions from heretics and
Of
other
course.
things.
Thanks for the advice.
I don't know
Confessions.
what they can feel, but I remember reading something about a retractor used on a particularly sensitive part of the body.
Okay.
I'll be going now.
Confessions, of course. There was just on the edge that they will say everything you want, only to end this. So it's not actually a confession. Divine Wrath. Original binding of the first edition of Divine Wrath by Giovanni Rossi. Now, this type of binding is typical of occult works of the late modern period. The latest copy of this book is available in the consultation room.
The cover of a very old book.
Giovanni Rossi. Interesting.
These diamonds are nothing compared to the ones I used to sell. It was long ago.
Oh. So that's what you have done. What's that? Someone's aura? Someone's aura? Too many of them. Okay. Consultation procedure. Boston Cynical Treasure Department. Go to the consultation room. Choose the work you would like to consult on the control panel. The manager will approve your request and send you the book. Return the book before leaving the room. Please be extremely careful with these rare and priceless books. If you say so. I don't know if I need to sense this aura. What? I can just trace notes on Mary Simon. Mary Simon's parallel between the Blank Bodies and the French Revolution is absolutely gripping. Her cynical view of the events that followed the fall of the Bastille up to the advent of Bonaparte sheds light on the methods used by the creatures of the night to influence human society. Although nothing she reports can be verified due to the absence of reliable sources, it is certain that this is not the work of a liar or impostor, as those who guillotined her claimed. This reminds us that truth is a tragic struggle and that shadows tend to cover everything with their shroud. Classical period, early Middle Ages, High Middle Ages, Late Middle Ages, Renaissance, Modern period, Contemporary period. Arcanium meeting. Arcanium meeting? Can I see something in here? Yeah. You talked about late Middle Ages, right? Read. Organization changes. Following the arrival of our friends from the Society of St. Leopold, we have updated the maps of the different levels. We are pleased to welcome Chiara Faveron, who is charge of the clinic. Joseph Mane, okay, it's the same. And Ale Gallagher. Please see them to be acquainted with the leaders of each section. Each section leader has been given a red level clearance that is superior to existing ones. Please show them the utmost respect. So that's how it works. What's that? Talk.
A new face, suddenly overcome by a need for reading material?
I just
Yeah.
joined the department.
We've got a few too many newbies around here, if you ask me. At least you're not from the Vatican.
Is there a problem with the Society of St. Leopold?
Are they causing trouble?
They're a real secretive club. Information doesn't circulate freely, if you know what I mean. That's pretty much the opposite of my job description.
She must know more about them. Success.
You work with them every day. You must have gotten to know them pretty well by now.
Other than Father Joseph Manna, I don't see them very often.
Is he the guy in charge here?
Yeah, he's in charge of the Treasury Department. A real fountain of knowledge. He's a very kind person who's got a very interesting take on what we're doing here. Well, I've got a lot of work.
That's all.
I'll be going now.
Okay, at least dialogue rewards 1. A recommendation for promotion for conservation by the Pope, Society of St. Leopold. In light of their outstanding achievements in recent operations, we recommend the following members for promotion to a higher rank. Marc de Montfaucon, currently Consular of the Orleans Cynical, for having foiled an infiltration plot, threatening the integrity of the Cynical in the person of Abbe Michel. Enrique Los Casas, currently Tertiary of the Toledo Cynical, for locating and identifying several creatures. Chiara Faverin, currently Tertiary of the Milan Cynical, for her contribution to the scientific advances, following the supply of material from Operation Antigen in London. Julia Hawkins, currently Novice of the Dublin Cynical, for her innovative organizational proposal and impeccable work. So, Ciara Faverin, more likely. I still don't know their... Okay, we need one. Equipment storage. That's nice, really nice. The Boston Globe. Hello.
I am this close to giving up.
Why? You have a problem? Nothing. Oh, what's this? Old coins. Whew, that's awesome. Still need to go through every corner
I need some coffee.
to actually find anything. Hello? No, you don't talk. Scan implant. Consult. Backup program. These works are still available for consultation. Please contact the person in charge for more information. Rossi, commentary on the Thief of Eternity. Simon, They Feed on Blood and Hope pamphlet. Skolison, The Strangers of the Wood. Sloan, Guardians of the Faith. Choice, Men Without Faith. Okay, what's that supposed to mean? Is that can help us somehow? I cannot press it right now. Enter code. List of books in the conservation room. The Great Night Hunt. Which one I need? Zach Bailey. Rosenberg, Giovanni Rossi, The Thief of Eternity, Divine Wrath. Okay, I don't know. I still don't have any read. Consultation request and instruction. The logbook lists all the books stored in the conservation area. You can request any of them by entering the book reference code into the device. The book will automatically arrive at the lectern. If a book is being restored, you may still request it. However, the Treasure Department manager will personally oversee your consultation and will handle the book for you. Book return instructions. Press the red button to the right of the lectern and the book will automatically be returned to the conservation area. Automatically. So there's still no connection to him. Recommended reading topics. Joseph Manet, Tertiary of Boston Cynical and Treasure Department Manager. Sunlight and Vampires. This is one of the most common topics concerning the fight against vampires. However, I strongly recommend reading the works of Tetsuhiro Ishii, a medieval author whose prints allow us to better understand his many observations. Sunlight and Vampires. Although many of his theories were eventually proven wrong, Zahar Ahmad in his Great Night Hunt Provides great night hunt. Okay. Zuhair Ahmad provides us with an insightful view on the subject. Moreover, his approximations can only incite us to humility in the face of the unknown. Sunlight and vampires, lycanthropy. Accurately identifying the entirety of their transformation was painstaking due to their close resemblance to their models, whether they were human or wolf. But the intermediary stages were observed quite early, since as early as 1415, Renaissance authors like Hans von Rosenberg formulated very relevant this thesis about them. More recently, the work of Dr. Carmen Partridge has allowed us to better understand the transformation process and the methods to fight these beasts. The power of our faith. Several publications report surprising observations, burns on the body, panic attacks, obstructed diabolic powers, all inflicted on these creatures by persons of faith. Vampires would seem to be disturbed by the presence of some of our kind, endowed with great powers that may be linked to their faith in the divine. Unfortunately, many of these accounts are riddled with falsehoods, unfounded conjectures, and other notorious errors. This is why the discerning reader will turn to the work of Dr. Seamus Sloan from the early 20th century. It is very well documented and scientifically verified, and teaches us more than any of Mary Simon's writings. This is not to diminish the value of the earlier works, but to put them into context. Very often the theme of faith has been used for propaganda. Though apparently this one is Seamus Sloan. Which one, actually? Chapter of the Arcanium. Zurich, Switzerland. This chapter's activity seems to have increased in recently. What's this? Boston, status active. Boston, status destroyed. Address Chauncey Street, Boston. The now infamous Boston Arcanum chapter was the subject of retaliation from the creatures we are fighting. The building, some of its staff, and most importantly, most the knowledge and works it had collected were lost to the flames. Very little was able to be recovered. Oh, so they think that they destroyed... okay. The whole organization. Vienna. Status active. So they think that they attacked it and it's destroyed. Okay. One of the oldest chapters of the organization, Austria, founded by its creator himself. New Delhi. Active. Las Vegas, Jonathan Kane. Wait. Boston? Very little was... Oh, there's no Chancellor. Unknown in Zurich. In Vienna, unknown. In New Delhi, Sandeep D'Souza, Jonathan Kane, Vannevar Hall. Active, address unknown, Chancellor unknown, the origin of all arcana, founded by Benjamin Holmescroft. Oh, they knew a lot. Apparently.
Excuse me,
Okay, of course.
I warned you, didn't I? Maybe you'll listen to me next time.
Thank you. I'm curious about this one. So what this means? Consular and tertiary. Who's tertiary? Tertiary. So we know that she is novice, this EG, so we don't need to go there. And that means consular and tertiary. I think that he must be a consular, but what is the sign of the consular? Is there something about the temperature? Okay, let's try to get a book. You hear?
Can't you see that I'm busy?
No. It's just going around aimlessly. Nothing here. No, let's try. Wait. He write a lot about Seamus Sloan. Let's try to find this book. Maybe it will be here. Dr. Seamus Sloan. Doc Bailey. Dr. Seamus Sloan. What the true faith can teach us, a meditation on ashes, prayer against vampires, the fallen. Wait, he talked about early 20th century, right? This is why a discerning reader will turn to the work of Dr. Seamus Sloan from the early 20th century, yes. Let's see. Which one of them is early 20th century? Johnny Rossi, Dr. Seamus Sloan, 1917. What the True Faith Can Teach Us. That's, I think, something interesting. And Regenerating the Flesh. I think that this means, okay, 1657. Let's try it. Like, doesn't look like there's a... Wait, what? 16 what? I forget it already. What's with my memory? 1657. 1657.
I'm not interested in that.
And in what you interested in then? Which one? This one book? Divine Wrath.
The cover of a very old book.
Let's try it. I don't know. Divine Wrath. What was its number? Where are you? Divine Wrath 3349. 3349.
This is a waste of my time.
Which book you want then? Talk to me, Galeb. Galeb, talk to me. Sunlight and Vampires. Zahar, my Great Night Hunt. Okay, let's try this one. The Great Night Hunt. 3738. That must be good. 3738.
I'm not interested in that.
Why? In what you interested in? Okay, let's see the next one. Since an early Renaissance, Dr. Carmen Partridge has allowed us to better understand the transformation process. No, that's not interesting. I'm just thinking that if I actually change this, they will see that.
It's unlocked. This is a thermostatic control panel. It controls the temperature, humidity. Temperature, humidity. That can't be good for the books.
What? Oh my god! No, 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 no! Ah, thus Cain went to Abel.
Excuse me.
My conviction might not be as strong as it used to, but I can still sense your true nature. My stomach is in knots. I'm not wrong, am I?
And you aren't crying out for help?
Should I? We could just have a conversation. Quietly.
Why?
I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. To meet a kindred, face to face. Who knows? Maybe you'll also learn something from the exchange. I am Father Joseph Manna.
Okay.
You can call me Galeb.
Galeb? Very well. That's a much better start to our conversation.
This name
An
can
exchange
give him more
of best
information.
practices. I consider myself an interpreter of the great book of your existence, and you are a fascinating subject.
This is... He sees me as the subject of an experiment.
Just what exactly am I to you? A variety of guinea pig?
Have you heard of Raphael Renzi?
Yeah, the name sounds familiar.
I've heard that name somewhere. A Renaissance inquisitor, if my memory serves me right.
That is correct. I didn't expect you'd know him.
Didn't Renzi have a change of heart?
Yeah.
Yes. He came to believe that vampires were creatures of God, and as such, they deserved salvation. He was burned for his belief.
That's the Inquisition's solution to everything.
But Renzi's ideas were handed down over the centuries. The church may have issued the Florentine decree, but the questions he raised at the time still have gone unanswered.
An inquisitor with remorse?
Something like that.
You might be exactly what I'm looking for here. We could work together, but you're siding with the barbarians. A scholar like you has no place here.
You're mistaken about...
Okay, let's go in here. I need it, definitely. A small glimpse of the powers Galeb feels subjugate others to his will, becoming easier. Security? Ooh, this one. This one might be good.
us. Our common interest is to understand you.
Then you must be blind.
What makes you say that?
History doesn't speak in his favor. I've seen their experiment on our kind. I know which one is better. Education? Let's try this. History doesn't speak. I have seen their experiments on our kind.
Don't take me for a fool. I've seen what your colleague does here. She dissects us like animals. Your definition of understanding baffles me.
Indeed, my colleagues don't all share my point of view. Admit that we can't just stand by and do nothing. Vampires are a threat. Why should I help you?
Presence. Rhetoric. Humans are no better, because his kind will condemn him as a heretic. And no, let's try this one.
I imagine your study of Renzi is forbidden. Aren't you afraid of being discovered and burned at the stake beside us?
Of course. I am extremely discreet. I believe that there are some who are beginning to have doubts about me.
Maybe you're on the wrong side.
I see what you mean. You must understand my hesitation. If you were in my shoes, would you trust yourself?
Don't defend yourself.
You're not a sheep. That's obvious. But that doesn't mean you'd help your enemies.
You made your decision when you chose not to call security. There's no reason to hesitate now.
You don't understand the predicament in which I find myself. It seems so simple when you say it. But if evil is among us, it will be difficult to defeat. Like the snake in the Garden of Eden.
So, I'll cut off its head.
You mean to kill Monsignor Stanford?
Yeah.
You're mad. That's not the solution.
Convince him the right thing to do. And then there will be more destruction, more deaths. Would he rather I go speak to his colleagues? No. Intimidation. Increase the success rate by 50% in the next skill defense tie. Defense tie, it's not the word. Presence. He knows he can trust me. Would he rather I go to his go speak to his colleagues?
Think about it. I could go find your colleagues. Then what would happen? Nothing good will come of trying to hide the truth from me.
That's not a tactic that will encourage me to cooperate. I thought you were endowed with greater civility.
I don't want to do this. Regardless of his doubts, I need his help.
I understand your doubts, but I need your help. Now.
Are you begging me because you know I'm a religious man?
I'm not begging you.
Ah. Okay.
I'm telling you there are more serious problems.
This is still my decision, isn't it? I'm sorry, but I can't continue our conversation. Nothing you can say will make me change my mind.
Confrontation
Think
lost.
over your decision carefully.
I will, but for the time being, I must ask you to leave. Go in peace. I won't tell anyone you're here. Farewell.
Not so fast.
Find Walter Stanford and lock the central computer. Spare him.
I'm counting on your discretion.
And I am counting on yours.
I hope he doesn't betray me. I've wasted enough time already.
Okay, I cannot enter this place anymore. Find Walter Stanford and lock the central computer. So, this is the only thing. Apparently I must just think that this is it and go with it. I can just, I don't know, go and find out more here.
Get started on cleaning the last tank.
Like maybe more items can be found here. Service request, EG. So we knows that it's EG and we don't need his implant. That's already good to know. E.g. Oh no.
She has a red implant that could help me find Stanford.
No.
Rather effective. That shut them up. Who developed this amazing weapon? No, not her. There's no way.
We definitely do need it. From Abbé Stanford and of the Boston Cynical, the Monsignor Juan Martinez in Rome. Your Holiness, enclosed in a report on the progress of the members of the Cynical, regarding Emmett Olson, his debut in the society is now behind him. He is now showing more confidence. Given his loyalty and extreme dedication, I took the liberty of making him my personal assistant. I must admit that this alleviates some of my heavy workload. I recommend that he continue his novitiate. Regarding L. Gallagher, it would be wrong to keep her at her current rank for much longer, when she has so much more to offer. I know that she is still young and that some of our brothers consider her unstable it's about her, and insufficiently pious. I find her doggedness in trying to find out what will allow us to strike at our enemies even more effectively in the future to be an essential asset that we must nurture. Nevertheless, as it is, I am inclined to postpone her promotion for a few months at most to teach her humility, a virtue that she sometimes is lacking. Regarding Joseph Manet, as usual, Joseph seems blameless. He knows the Treasury Department and the knowledge it contains inside and out. However, he seems determined to learn everything about the creatures we're fighting, even the most troubling studies. I recommend that the Office of the Censor intervene to verify the orthodoxy of his research. If my doubts are proven to be unfounded, I will immediately recommend Joseph for promotion. Okay, so it's better to go here first, then talk to him. What I can say about Tiana Faveron that I have not already said, I don't think I have ever been prouder of a disciple than I am of Chiara. The only regret I have about her is that she is not my own daughter. And if you will forgive me this almost blasphemous remark, you will understand its significance. She is everything that a member of Society of St. Leopold should be: pious, serious, efficient. Her research is invaluable and she takes it very seriously. You already know my recommendations concerning her, as well as those of my colleagues who were able to work with her during previous operations. So it might be that just electrical pliers.
This looks like a weapon that has been taken apart. Most likely a prototype.
Whoa, what was that? Lockpicking tool? Nice. Okay, nothing else. Let's read it. From EO to me. So that means that... yeah, that means that we are going further. I think that this is the best choice. She definitely doesn't have what we need. I just thought that if we have, we can actually understand what it is.
This appears to be from the last century.
We already opened that. Okay, let's try it. User session. Let's go.
Welcome, Chancellor Faveron.
Very well. Let's see what I have access to now.
Surgical precision.
Wonderful. I can access the database. Stanford. Based on the GPS data, he's not far off.
Wait, what?
But below me, there's something flashing here. What did I unlock? A draft by Chiara Faveron.
Monsignor, I am very honored by your offer to take over from you, but I am afraid I must decline. Our strategy is flawed. I've already told you that, and I wouldn't want to do any dishonor to your legacy here. Chiara Faveron. End of dictation.
Interesting. But I'm here for Stanford. It's now or never. There he is!
Whoa!
Take
Was
him
there?
downstairs.
Were there? Galeb belongings lost. Inquisitor take no risk. Ooh.
Today is September 6th, 2019. This is confession number 6, conducted by Father Walter Stanford. I'm being assisted by Agents Hawthorne and Beck from SAD. The blank body was apprehended in our laboratory. I imagine you used one of your little magic tricks on the guards at the entrance to get inside. I don't recommend that you attempt that with me.
I must endure this.
Very well. Let's get down to the heart of the matter. Begin by identifying yourself.
I cannot use anything. Ah! Take it.
I won't say a word.
You disappoint me. I expected more maturity from an old leech like yourself. We know all about you, Galeb, Suleiman, Parasite. They're all just synonyms. Repeat after me, Suleiman. Confiteor Deo omnipotenti. Repeat. Mea culpa. Mea maxima culpa. Bear your guilt until your imminent final death. Bear it, and may the Lord have mercy on you.
Wait, trade gained. Burned by the true faith.
Let's not waste our time on trivial matters. You're a businessman. After all, time is precious to you, even if you have all eternity at your disposition.
What do you want?
I ask the questions, you answer. Things will be clearer that way. What did you hope to accomplish by coming here?
Stay silent.
Come now. You're not a shy one. I know that already. You'll learn that I admire courage. But sometimes
What?
it comes with a price. Pray, if you still can. Domine la Maybe you'll stop your foolishness now. Be that as it may, you managed to find us. How?
We have eyes everywhere. Did you really think we wouldn't notice anything?
Impressive. Not to mention the fact that you managed to get in here. That's no small feat for a vampire alone. Were there any lost souls that helped you?
Fortitude. Fortitude.
You'll never make me talk.
This could all be so much more pleasant. It's my fault. I must not have made myself clear enough.
Oh, poor Galeb.
I take no pleasure in any of this. You're going to need to be more reasonable now. Let's try something else now. A subject that's especially dear to me. I know there's a place where you believe...
Wait. What about traits? What's this? Minus 10 success rate in all discipline burn. Oh. Sensor. Suspicion increases minus 25 more slowly. Surgical precision. Minus 30 to next. Oh, knowledge.
You are in safety. Since you know where we are, don't you think it's only fair that you tell us where you are?
No. Fortitude is not enough. Pretend we're scattered.
We don't have any place like that anymore.
Do you take me for an idiot? You leave me no choice. I'm going to have to purify you.
What? Last chance. Oh no. I cannot do anything. No, I cannot just give him address. I'll never tell him. That's the only thing. Skill defense tie. I don't have a skill defense. Here I'm not persuasive enough. Okay, I'll never tell him. Like, there's no chance.
We'll see how long you last. I don't think you understand.
Stage lost.
Again.
Oh no. I think that we lost Galeb. But he resisted. He doesn't tell them anything.
I can't take it anymore.
Oh, you wretched creature. How? Remove that before we continue.
Oh. Galeb.
It seems we've caught another who's of greater interest than you.
Who?
See you soon, Galeb.
What? Is that the end of Galeb? Was there your biometric implant was removed. Too bad. Failure. Of course, failure. Let's continue. So, we have left. We will continue this next time. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Smash like if you did. Leave your comments and subscribe. See you in next videos. Bye!